By the time you're watching this video, Sanji would already be smoking on that queen perk. The amount of characterization and power upgrades that Sanji has received recently have been absolutely crazy. And Sanji's victory against Queen is without a doubt a very notable moment in his character arc. But now, it's led me to the question of how strong will Sanji get at his peak, and how strong will he be by the end of the series? For simplicity, I'm gonna split this into 4 parts. Let's get into the first part where I talk about his abilities. The awakening of his previously dormant Germa powers have equipped Sanji with new abilities. He now possesses an extremely tough exoskeleton along with a remarkable increase in his speed and recovery factor. And this has allowed Sanji's body to endure conjuring even hotter flames, which is what we see here. His new move, Ifrit Janbei, may be the hottest attack he has in terms of the flame, but you can't deny it's absolutely cold. But most people don't know the inspiration behind the attack's name. The word Ifrit is used to describe a very powerful and supernatural creature in Islamic literature. The Ifrit is a type of jinn in Islam which is known to have very powerful abilities such as invisibility, teleportation, and shapeshifting. Not only that, but they're also associated with the element of fire. Most of these attributes and abilities are things that relate to Sanji. So by extension, I think that Oda will take inspiration from similar Islamic texts in the future to give Sanji new abilities. Now, what will this include? By the end of One Piece, I don't think we will just see Sanji use the element of fire in his attacks. Instead, he will be able to use other elements. I believe that Oda will take inspiration from another type of jinn in Islam, the Marid. They're similar to the Ifrit, but instead they're associated with the element of water. And there's some sources that suggest that the Ifrits and the Marids can control other elements. Now, when we bring this back to Sanji, we can see that there's some things that hint towards this idea. In moments like these, it looks like Sanji's utilizing other elements such as air and electricity. Now, of course, these things can be explained as a usage of Haki, but what if Oda's trying to hint at something else here for Sanji? It's possible that unlike his siblings, Sanji has received a special ability where he's able to control multiple elements. He's already a special case amongst his siblings, awakening his Germa powers very late, so this would further reinforce his uniqueness amongst his siblings. Sanji will become the Avatar. Being able to use attacks that revolve around other elements besides fire will definitely help Sanji in his future fights against the top tiers. Not only does it give him more options, but also different angles to attack the enemy from. Now onto part 2, I'm gonna be talking about Sanji's physical strength. Currently, due to his exoskeleton, Sanji is able to withstand normal attacks with ease. It's also given him an increase in things like his muscle power, which means he's able to generate stronger attacks. But, as of right now, Sanji would not be able to withstand attacks which include Advanced Armament Haki or even Advanced Conqueror's Haki. Attacks which include these two types of Haki would definitely bypass Sanji's exoskeleton and damage him severely. So by the time Sanji comes to fight the top tiers, I don't think he would stand a chance as he is. So therefore, I think that Sanji would have to learn Advanced Armament Haki at the very least in order to stand a chance against these top tiers. It would not only allow him to withstand their attacks better, but also allow him to damage them more severely, and he will be able to make his attacks a lot more stronger and potent. This is a controversial one, but I do think Sanji will have Conqueror's Haki by the end of the series, and I do think he will be able to use Advanced Conqueror's Haki. The Pirate King is gonna need both of his wings to be suited up to the max, and this will definitely be important for Sanji during his final battles. Now onto part 3 where I talk about his speed. We know that because of Sanji's enhanced abilities, he's able to move a lot quicker. As of right now, Sanji is definitely faster than the speed of light, but this doesn't mean he's up there in terms of speed yet. He's still not on the level of the likes of Luffy, Kaido, and even Katakuri. All of these characters, unlike Sanji, are able to speed blitz Future Sight. Now I know that after the awakening of his Germa powers, Sanji has not yet fought anyone that has Future Sight, but until he performs this feat, his speed can't be considered amongst the top tiers. However, I do think he'll be able to perform this feat the next time we do see him fight someone with Future Sight. And I think that by the end of the series, he will master Advanced Observation Haki. We've already seen him use it once before here in Whole Cake Island, but I think he'll be able to use it a lot more often. And I think that he will be able to use his Conqueror's Haki to give him an extra speed boost. This would definitely put him in the top tier bracket in terms of speed. Now to conclude with part 4, I think that Sanji will receive new abilities abilities which revolve around him using other elements. He will be able to use all forms of Haki and the advanced versions of them. And I do think he will defeat an admiral by the end of the series, which is most likely gonna be Kizaru, which is gonna put him in that bracket. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. How strong do you think Sanji will be by the end of the series? Also, let me know your thoughts on the recent episode. Anyways, I'm gonna end this here and I'll see you guys next time.